Mark? 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 Mark?
What?
You gotta use the shoulder. Use the shoulder. You got the space here, and you take him down.
What's up? He's Ali.
He's Jorge.
Melero Bros.
And let's talk some movies.
And we're back. After a hiatus of 2 weeks or so, we're finally doing a movie again.
We are back.
We're doing Foxcatcher, a movie that was released in 2014, but it was limited release, so we finally got it now, and good, because January, stink piles all around, so we got a good movie.
Yes.
We're doing Foxcatcher, which is based on true events, centered around Dave Schultz and Mark Schultz, these two brothers who are wrestlers and won the Olympics in 1984. And you got Mark Schultz, played by Channing Tatum, who's always lived a bit in the shadows of his brother, because people, even though we know he's talented, always knew Dave was a little better, so they focused on him.
Yeah, Dave, played by Mark Ruffalo, is more of a coach in the movie.
Yeah.
He's more got those leadership skills, you know what I'm saying?
He's an athlete, but a coach at the same time.
Yes, he's great.
And all of a sudden, Mark Schultz, Channing Tatum, gets a phone call by this millionaire, John DuPont.
Of the DuPont family.
Played by Steve Carell. And he wants him to come move to his mansion, and he's going to pay him so he can try to win the Olympics again. And you see some great acting all around, especially from Steve Carell, which is nominated for an Oscar. And you can see it because it's a transformation. I mean, not just his acting, but they also used to make a run.
They put like a fake nose on him, some fake teeth. Yeah. You know, it was just all gross.
Ugly ass face.
Ugly ass face, but a great transformation.
Great acting. I mean, most people like us who are Office fans know him from the show and comedy roles, and you've never seen him in a dramatic role like this. But of course, let's not forget it's not the only one.
I mean, we cannot forget Channing Tatum. Breakout role for me, at least.
Channing who?
Channing Tatum. Channing Loverboy Tatum. I fell in love with him after I saw him in 21st Jump Street, 21 Jump Street, you know? Like, when he co-starred with Jonah Hill, that was so awesome. I didn't know he could be funny. And then he went on to do some great cameos, like Lego Movie, This Is the End. Like, I saw his funny side, and that was just
I didn't know he had comedy in him.
Yeah, that was great for him. But, I mean, in this movie, wow, he just went all deep and got all dark and all depressed. I mean, his little depressed, sort of confused face that he always puts like, oh, what are you talking about? What's going on? I mean, man, it totally played out perfect in this movie. He finally perfected it.
Let's not forget of Mark Ruffalo, who's nominated for supporting actor in this movie. And he's always been a great actor, but again, another great performance in the movie.
Another great performance. I loved him because, I mean, he was my favorite character in the whole movie because he's such a likable guy. I mean, he is the star wrestler. He's the one that everybody looks up to, and he's a family man. I mean, you cannot deny that type of sensibility.
So you liked him because his character was a good person?
Yeah, I mean, he turned down money just because he wanted to be with his family.
This movie's not going to be for everyone because one of the cons that it has is that it's got a slow pace. I mean, it's a slow-paced movie. It's not going to be for everyone. I mean, it's a movie that I liked. The performances were phenomenal, but it's not going to be a movie that I'm going to be eager to repeat because it's a little bit dark.
Yeah, right from the get-go, you get the sense that this is a slow-paced movie. There is no soundtrack whatsoever. The sounds are just like really melodramatic piano sounds, just like something dramatic happens. And it's like, come on, man! Like, at least give me a song. At least give me something to get me pumped up. But no, that's just the tone that this movie takes in, and it's not bad. But yeah, if you're looking to repeat it, it's not gonna be one of those movies where we just pop it on the DVD and just like, yeah, we're gonna watch Foxcatcher today. No, it's just a movie that you just watch like once, maybe twice.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie that's not gonna be for everyone, but all around, I still enjoyed it. It's got some great acting that I didn't expect from Channing Tatum and Steve Carell. So overall, I enjoyed it. What are you gonna give it?
I give it a 7.3 out of 10. 0.3.
All right, I'm gonna give it a 7.8. I thought it was a great movie, had some great acting, but still, it's a slow-paced movie, and I can't get it too high because it's not a movie that I'm eager to repeat. Anyways, that's our score: 7.3, 7.8. Check out our other reviews we've done.
Yeah. Give
Check
him a
out in the description.
Yeah.
Subscribe, tickle
Just give him a little tickle.
that like button.
And we outie. Yeah.